Greetings all. This is May's Dreamwave, and these are some human design charts I'm pulling up. No astrology charts this month. I'm just doing the HD. I mean, some astrology charts here and there, but for this particular Dreamwave, it'll just be a human design graph. So we start off May coming off of the new moon, which was around the 27th, and that is a tension-filled new moon with Pluto square moon that morning, and the night before, Pluto and Mars culminating in the opposition. So after a rough, really just chaotic, really intense, both inwardly and both externally, in people getting in your face or you getting in their face kind of opposition, taking on the Pluto role or taking on the Mars role. And the energy's kind of dropping after that, after Sunday, kind of cooling out a little, like a calm period after the all the storm and drung of February, January, March eclipses and April fires. Like there was so many things that occurred in April, so many financial tariff related kind of effects to the markets and a lot of up and down, just a lot of lack of clarity unless one is doing consistent investigation. Now you can see here the calming is moving forth into May, but there's going to be a slow building. First off, it'll be May 12th. We have the full moon, and this will be, as you can see here, the sun in gate 23, line 4. So right here, the gate 23 in the throat center. And that's a gate of insight. And that will be in opposition to gate 43, which is opposite. You could see opposite here in the Ajna center, creating the channel of structuring. And this is the channel of deep insight. This is a very acoustic channel. It's about knowing, knowing without knowing why or how, but rather just picking up on the acoustics and just saying what's true in response. And this is actually a projected channel, so not so much in response, but being invited to do so, invited to share. And then you can be one that shares deep insights. And this is a very individual channel, so it can also suffer deafness, not really hearing others, but with invitation, this particular mental projector channel can share in response to the invitation deep insights and very powerful expressions of genius. And when not asked, if spoken out of turn, then pretty much a bunch of freakery. And as you can see, this is the only channel active on May 12th for this particular full moon. But we have a bunch of other gates active, and we still have 36 active, where there's still emotional turbulence and crisis. This will be changing in June as the nodes switch to 22 and 49, which will be a shift in the nodal cycle and in the dominant nodal themes. But this is what we have here for May 12th. I'm going to go on to show you the next significant period, which is going to be just after that full moon, and it's going to be Uranus Cazimi the sun. So Uranus will be in the heart of the sun. And you can see here in the chart, the sun will be in gate 8, line 3, and then Uranus will be in gate 8, line 3. Now, gate 8, line 3, you can see over here is connected from the G center to the throat center. And so this particular gate is right on the center or gate there. And so this is about contribution, kind of collective, or it's an individual contribution, but it's a trust that's created in order to co-create with others. And it's about, in its low frequency and authenticity, and in its higher frequency, authenticity. And so it's expressing your true voice. And you know that you're in your truth when you hear your own voice being expressed in a true way, as opposed to the voice faltering or not being clear or being inauthentic. So authenticity is really important. This is the creative role model channel 1-8. So it's the top part of it. And so if you have the 1, then it'll be activating this channel for you. And it'll be in gate 8, line 3. And this is the need to constantly check the basis of your commitments and the company that you attract. So it's about a contribution with passionate indifference. And you share what's true, what is, and then you can let it go. And then whoever hears it, whoever's a part of that's responsible for it. That's how accountability works. Once it's called out, one has to take heed to what is said. And that's what it is. It will be a intense time, as there could be a sudden shift, like a surprising shock shift. With Uranus and the sun, the spiritual core of the planet is expressed. And so again, we have Uranus here expressing through the sun, through this conjunction in gate 8, line 3. And 3 is all about trial and error. So this is something being expressed and the basis of one's commitments being called to task. We're going to move on now to the next chart, and that will be probably a day before the May new moon. And what will happen is Saturn will enter the sign of Aries in gate 25. It's already been in the gate, it'll already have been in the gate 25 for a little while, but it will pass over the cusp sign of Pisces into Aries on this day. And as you can see, this is a very active day. This is going to be May 25th, right? A day before the new moon. And you could look here at the chart and see that there's a lot of active energy this day. The chart is of a pure manifesting generator. And you could see we have the 34, the gate of power, actively connected to the gate 20, the gate of the now. This is a manifesting generator channel. So it's all about being ready in the moment for what's correct. This is the energy of the sacral moving up in the body to the throat, ready for actions, to make thoughts, deeds, and very powerful channel. It is a pure manifesting generator channel. If you have that channel, you're automatically a manifesting generator. We could see here we also have, again, like we did in March, we have gate 25 and gate 51 activated. These are both Aries gates. They both have the same codon and codon ring. And this is, as I've often say, one of the most powerful and vitalizing energies, channels of the human design graph. And gate 25 is where the vanishing point, the Aries ingress, the Aries vanishing point is happening. And we can see here in this time frame that Venus has entered gate 51 at this time. It's in gate 51, line 4. And Saturn and Neptune are together in 25. Saturn at 25.2, Neptune at 25.4. And this channel 2551, the channel of shock, this is the channel of moving between the worlds. So this is about moving from the world of, how should we call it, our phantom reality into a lighter density, or lighter densities, I should say, of awareness, higher densities of awareness. So this is like the passer between worlds. This is the walker of worlds. And this is the channel of initiation. And so it's being initiated into something new. So this is another moment of a new beginning. Saturn is entering 25 along with Neptune. So Saturn is solidifying. It's solidifying new foundations for Saturnian solidification. And in the sign of Aries, it's bringing forth the fire of pioneering, the fire of free will, the fire of creating new form. And this will be very powerful. So we start off May with the calm of the Pluto, of Mars passing the Pluto opposition that we all experienced in the build up this week to the May new full moon on May 12th, and then the Uranus Cazimi, sudden changes abounding, and then to that was full moon actually, yeah. And then the Uranus Cazimi on the 17th, and then building up to um the Saturn ingress into the Aries vanishing point. And now we're going to look at the day after, which will be the May new moon. And this will be on May 26th. And so this chart is again a pure manifesting generator, the split in the left angle cross of duality. The sun is in gate 20, line 6. This position of the sun is where Uranus will be on July 7th. And this will be fully triggering the Aries vanishing point, all occurring again at gate 25. You can see it's a day after, so both the same channels are active. And so this will be a very powerful time. We'll start to get some clarity on what is and what is not. Right now, we're still all very confused with Neptune kind of deluding us and obscuring what's real and what's not real, and making things pretty hazy and nebulous and amorphous in gate 25. But Saturn, once Saturn comes in, especially the next day on this particular new moon, we're looking at Sun in gate 20 and the moon in gate 23 here. And so it looks as if there will be a sudden shift and sudden recognition of new solidifications. So this will be very interesting. It will be an intense time as we move to the end of May. And then as we enter into June, on June 9th, Jupiter moving into the sign of Cancer around then, and that will be squaring the Aries ingress, gate 25. And so that'll be gate 15 squaring gate 25. And there'll be a lot of tension and clashing of opinions and sides and battles beginning for the soul of humanity. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, subscribing, and sharing this wide and far. And I really appreciate everyone's support. And take care. Ask questions in the comments below.